Welcome everybody, this is Karen and Race, otherwise known as the Obsessed Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and hopefully I am live with a Resident Evil 2 remake. Hey.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. Just tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa. Okay, tell us, be honest now. How many drinks did you have?
No, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen, all right? She got closer, and I got a good look at her. You got to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face.
Yeah, they did a really good job with this remake.
It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse. Like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
I prefer it to the original in every
I
way.
was able to sleep since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta stay strong, okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, they'll sink their teeth in you. I should attack somebody.
Oh, come on. Just getting good. I need some sleep. Oh, shit.
And there's this lie that people say is like, oh, they loses the depth with the zapping system. No, it doesn't. It just does things in a different way. Like, yeah, there was more orders you could play it, but it was more interactions you had with each other. Like, oh, you took item 1 here, so you don't get item B here. This is a different system, different kind of system, where instead each campaign is more different. Leon and Claire's campaign is a lot more different this time around than before. So it's not that there's less depth, it's that they chose to make more unique differences for each individual campaign than to make it more interactable with what you did in the campaign. I prefer it this way. You know what I mean? Like, it was more, in the original game, it was more response to your actions. Your actions in A determined B, and that was cool, but the characters' playthroughs themselves weren't that different. In this game, they're both very different, down to the individual fucking dialogue and scenes, enemy compositions, weapons, like, so there's less interaction with the campaigns, but each campaign is more unique. It's not that they lost the depth, it's that they did it in a different way. And you can say, that you prefer the original, and that's valid, but to say that they just took stuff out, they didn't. They didn't take stuff out, they just did it in a different way. It still has the whole dual campaign shit, so, but you hear people acting like it was a straight downgrade, like they just removed content. And I would honestly rather Claire and Leon have separate campaigns that are more unique than to have more interactivity between campaigns that are essentially the same except for the interactivity. So I prefer that, you know? And they'll try to say, well, you're just biased towards the new one because it's the new one. No. I played RE2 when it fucking came out. It's one of my earliest memories. If anything, I would be nostalgic biased towards the original. I'm not. This is better. Well, of course that's subjective, but I think it's better in every way. I legitimately can't think of a single way I prefer the original.
What do I do? What am I gonna do?
Yeah. I like 3. I think the whole problem with 3 is that they added a lot more new content to 3, but it came at the expense of old content. That was the main issue. You know, with 2 Remake, they only added a couple of new areas, but the new areas were on top of everything else. You know what I mean? So, like, the orphanage, all that was on top. And then, in 3 Remake, they added a lot more new areas. They dramatically expanded the power station, the hospital, the lab, but that came at the expense of other areas. If they had just done the original game, I think, that. So I don't dislike 3 Remake. I get what they were trying to do. And there's a lot that I love about 3 Remake. The writing in particular, not only is RE3 Remake my favorite version of Jill, they really go into what she did after she left the mansion, her fears, her stuff, and make her a really good character. But Carlos is fucking awesome in the remake. He was a character in the original 3 that I did not give 2 shits about, that I honestly forgot about when I wasn't playing it. In the remake, they elevate Carlos to being a fucking awesome character with great writing. That's now one of my favorite characters in the series. So it's not like 3 Remake is bad. It's just they were a lot more liberal with what they brought and what they didn't. Whereas this is a lot more faithful. But yeah, I was, like I said, I'm not going to say 3 Remake didn't do stuff I didn't like. And I wish they would have given them the time and the budget to do all of 3. Because I feel like if they had been able to do all of 3 and remake it, and those new areas were on top, then people's reaction would have been a lot better. Because I think they gave them the budget to just do a game the size of the original. That's what I feel like. So everything they added something else had to go. They could only cover this much content. And I think if they would have given them the budget to add all this stuff on top, then it would have been a different reception. Have downtown, have the clock tower, have the graveyard in the park, and then have more dynamic Nemesis. And I honestly would have thought RE3 was perfect the way it was. And I hope one of these days the fan base gets there and does it, because there actually is a lot of downtown, or is it uptown? It's whatever the other district is in RE3. You start out there, when she's going through the city streets. So those models exist. They could repurpose that. And it'd be cool if somebody did like a RE3 Remake Director's Cut fan mod. Wouldn't be the craziest thing.
No one's around.
And while the boss fights so it sucks that Nemesis isn't as dynamic in the remake, but the actual boss fights with Nemesis were way better. The actual fights where you have to fight Nemesis, I thought in the original game were shit. I love the chase with Nemesis, but actually fighting him wasn't fun. And a lot of people quit at his first fight, and his second fight is kind of gimmicky. The actual boss battles with Nemesis are infinitely better in the remake. with, you fighting your way up the building and actually attacking him with the fucking rebar in the apartment building. That was cool. That was really cool. So, like, if they had kept the dynamic nemesis as well, then it would have been the perfect combination. But like I said, I feel like they gave them just enough budget to do the scope of the original game. So everything they added, they had to take something else away.
That's weird.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The actual fights were better. Actually liked the boss fights with Nemesis in the remake. I didn't really care for them in the original game. I thought they were too bullshit, overly challenging. So that's what I mean. There's a lot of good stuff. And on the whole, they also did a much better job connecting into 2 remake than the original 3 did, because yeah, that's fair. Because the original 3 connects into 2, but not very well. And there are certain things that are just outright fucking dumb. Like, you meet Marvin in 3, but he's dead. But then they said, no, he's just unconscious. That literally doesn't even make fucking sense. That he's just comatose. And that Jill wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a guy who's on the ground unconscious and fucking dead. And at that point, why would you even have Marvin pop up? Like, that was one of the things in 3 that always bothered me. And in the remake of 3, not only does Marvin actually have cool scenes, but seeing him get the injury that will kill him in 2 is super cool. And, like, one of my favorite scenes in this game and in any Resident Evil game is the scene with Marvin, where he says, "You do not hesitate." Some of the best acting in the entire series. And then when you play 3 remake and you see the reason why he got bit is because yeah, he is. When you play 3 remake and you see the reason why he got bit that would kill him is because he hesitated for Brad. Super awesome. And it makes his line to Leon take on an entirely different meaning. That's a much better way of connecting the 2 games together. And then Brad just, if in the original game, Brad would just pop up at the police station if you didn't collect any items in the beginning in 2. And it made no fucking sense that he was there. And then he didn't really get much of a role in 3. He's there in the beginning, but he doesn't get a whole lot of screen time. In 3 remake, not only does his death make a lot more sense, but he actually has a heroic moment holding the door for Jill to get away. And actually has some story moment where he's actually talking to her and he's friendly to her. In the original 3rd game, it's like he doesn't even know her. He's just like, oh, yeah, So, and then him popping up to get Marvin actually acknowledges him at the police station instead of, in the original game, it was a weird scene that most people never even saw, because what are you going to do? If you're playing RE2 and you're in the beginning, you're going to grab the items. So like 90%, 90% of people are never going to see Brad in 2. And I also like the fact, they actually talk about them being infected. I always thought it was weird that they never ever referenced any of the characters being bitten by zombies and how they didn't know if they were infected or not. Yeah. She was off duty. She was in the city. She had actually been forced out of the police department. But I love the fact that in RE3 remake, they actually acknowledged her trauma. Am I infected? She went through tests and wondering if she was going to turn all of a sudden. And I thought it was like, finally, they actually addressed that. Because, if I was being bitten by zombies, I'm like, hey, am I going to be okay? And I thought that was really cool. And seeing her apartment where she lived all the notes in her apartment, reading about how she actually was in contact with Chris, about how the police chief put an eye on her, and she was afraid he was trying to kill her, how she had contact with Brad to get out of the city. Like, they fleshed out her character in the remake so much more, and they really did a lot of stuff that me as a lore aficionado, I really liked. Whereas she just in the city. You know what I mean? They don't really do a good job of telling you what happened to Joe between 1 and 3 in the original game, but in the remake, they really showcase all those details of her going in hiding and watching her back. And I thought that was really fucking cool. So, like, 3 Remake did a lot of stuff right. I would never say it's a bad game, but I definitely understand why you dislike a lot of it, and I can understand, that. But objectively, it's not a bad game. Like, if you take it as it is, it's still a really good horror game, I think. You want a remake to be remade? That's funny. I would even need a remake, just an expansion pack, you know what I mean? Just give me a DLC, including the missing areas, and make Nemesis more dynamic and literally perfect. Like, if you literally just did that, it'd be 10 out of 10. Keep the entire rest of the game the same, just add a dynamic Nemesis, and then add the Uptown and the Clock Tower and the park, the missing areas, and bingo bongo, we're good to go. Everything else, they could just leave the same. Like, I don't even need a remake, just give me, like, an expanded cut, man. Especially because, like I said, Uptown, you in Uptown briefly, but they created a lot of Uptown anyway, so they could repurpose that shit. Like, if models and stuff exist, so that actually would be, that's the largest area to re-include, and they actually would be able to include a lot of that already. I mean, it wouldn't be just like it wouldn't be super easy, but a lot of the work is already done for Uptown. But yeah, and I already want them to remake Resident Evil remake. Like, seriously, imagine the team that did this game remaking Resident 1 with behind the back camera and free aiming and modern mechanics. I would go fucking ballistic. And it would be valid because the original game, it remade it, but it stayed true to the original gameplay. It didn't update the gameplay. So, like, if they did, like, a modernized gameplay remake of Resident 1, I would buy that in a fucking heartbeat. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my drink in the bathroom. So, in that case, a remake of a remake is valid. Plus, now, actually, Resident Evil 1 remake came out in 2002, so it's literally been 24 years since that remake, so it's not like they're just remaking it again. Like, enough time has passed. Literally, that they could. If they just, like, remade it right away, but it's been 20 years, it's okay. I would be fine with it. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not needed, but I'm saying it would be fucking awesome. I mean, what remake is really needed? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. Well, in my opinion, Rhea, all remakes are gratuity. They're not needed. They're if the people love the game enough, but it's not a need. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's looking pretty much guaranteed that uh, the current slate is RE9 this year, Code Veronica next year. I mean, I've seen so many sources that are credible say that Code Veronica is the next remake, and that's on the docket for early 2027. And it makes sense. The RE7 and 8 team did 9. So they've been working on that since 2021, so about 5 years. And then the Resident Evil remake team has been free since 2023. So that means by the time Code Veronica remake comes out, they would have been working on it for over 4 years. So it makes sense. And Code Veronica needs to be remade. I would say it's one of the ones that needs to be remade the most. Because while I like Code Veronica, I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is the most janky and unbalanced game in the series. Well, you said Outbreak, but that's a spinoff. Code Veronica is a main game, and it is so bullshit hard in areas. It is the only Resident Evil game I've only beaten once. Fuck. I mean, and like I like Code Veronica a lot. Code Veronica does a lot of good things, but there are so many parts that are fucking rough. It really, really could do with the rebalance. You know what I mean? I don't need to be walking the park, but it's just there are so many parts of Code Veronica that feel like they did it to prank you, like to soft lock your ass. That are dickish. And Steve definitely needs to be overhauled. I get what they were trying to do. Hold on, let me turn. There we go. They were trying to give Dingo Red cigarettes. So I've had seeing red, enjoy the wild test. Dingo Red cigarettes. That's funny. Yeah, true. Exactly. But I appreciate what they were trying to do with. I appreciate what they were trying to do with Steve. He's supposed to be like a trouble guy that has like a whole story arc and Claire's love interest. They did it horribly with the writing. I firmly believe that if they just, I like Claire. I firmly believe that if they just rewrite Steve and give him the Carlos treatment, they'll fix that whole aspect and make him not cringe. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I'm saying I'm really sure they can fix him with overhauling it. It wasn't really his character story. It was the execution that was dumb. So, if they can make me like Carlos, and I also thought he was annoying, I'm sure they can make Steve not suck. So, and then just get back the actress from RE2 remake. Which I'm pretty sure they would because... Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure they've continued to use Leon since 2 remake, Nick Apostolades. So, I hope they reuse the actress for Claire from this game because I think she's they did a great job with her actress. I think my favorite actress for Claire.
Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah.
Something's not right.
But like the fucking the castle, man, expand the castle. The castle in Code Veronica is so good that it actually made me upset that it was so short. And that has got to be significantly make the castle significantly larger because the castle was so good in Code Veronica. It's one of my favorite places in the whole series. And in fact, it's one of my seeing the castle as Claire is one of my favorite moments in the series because it actually took advantage of the real-time graphics. You know what I mean? seeing it storming, lightning, and then seeing her walk up and seeing the camera pan up to show you this huge castle you couldn't see was awesome, and they could not have done that with printed art, so they were actually taking advantage of the new technology for Code Veronica. And it comes as such a what the fuck moment, because you're in a military base. You don't think you're gonna see a fucking castle. You know what I mean? Like, you think, oh, I'm gonna see a secret compartment, maybe a laboratory, and then you see a gothic castle, and you're like, what the fuck? And you go in there and gothic music is playing, and Resident Evil typically doesn't play a lot of music in the right? Resident Evil typically doesn't play a lot of music outside of save rooms or in boss fights. So the fact that they're playing this gothic music the whole time you're in the castle was super cool. And it felt deliberately like you were in a different world. Like, oh shit, we're not in Kansas. And it was so good. And then it's short and you never go back there. And I kept thinking, is Chris going to go back to the castle? Nope. So I really, really hope that they greatly expand the castle in the remake. Because for most people I've talked to, that's a highlight of the game. So if you're going to expand any area, expand the fucking castle. And then the Arctic base is really good. Because it's like, at first it's just like a generic like research laboratory. Then you get into like, it's like a mansion that's eerily reminiscent of the first game, like an airport terminal. And I really like that. So it's like, in the middle you have the castle that's really good, and then at the end you have the Arctic base. And the prison is like, okay, I mean, I'm sure they're going to zhuzh it up, but give me more castle. Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, and then it's storming. Like, the whole game has been quiet, and then you actually see lightning flashes and light up the area around you. Super cool. We need more castle. That's my number one request. Double or triple the size of the fucking castle. And like I said, hopefully they'll get the message, because most people will tell you the castle is their favorite part of Veronica. And then I also really like like I said, the underground research facility near the end, because you're in like this big terminal and like an eerily reminiscent mansion in the first game, but twisted. Those two areas are awesome.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
God, the gore in this game.
Freeze! I'll shoot!
I also think I really like what they're doing with the zombies in RE9. Because I kind of dig that they're bringing back the zombies. But, they have this thing where they're all crying. If you see any close-ups of their faces in RE9, they all have tears running down their face. They're like permanently streaked. And like gaping smiles that are super creepy to me. And they actually remember parts of their former life now. So they will actually talk and have unique dialogue, like, ugh. And then, like, you can catch them doing stuff they used to do. Like, he goes into the Grace's in the hotel, and there's a doorman. So he's sitting there before she encounters him, before she alerts him, sitting there pressing the door button because he was the doorman. Stuff like that's super cool. I really like the way they're doing zombies in 9. And the tears, the stain on their face, and the creepy open mouths give me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. And doesn't just feel like, hey, let's fucking redo the other games. Like, it looks good. And then, of course, just like in 9 fashion, it's not just the zombies, it's new enemies as well. It's a mixture of old and new. I think 9's gonna be awesome. I get a really good feeling about 9. I think, actually, 9 has the potential to be the best Resident Evil. It feels like the culmination of the whole series. They're taking stuff from 7 and 8, from the original game with the item crates. They're taking stuff from the more modern remakes. They're taking stuff from the original games with areas that are reminiscent of the Spencer Mansion and Raccoon City returning. Like, it feels like this whole, like, all of this series thrown together in a pot and mixed together, and it looks really fucking good. Like, obviously I'll have to see the whole game, but I got a good feeling about 9. It has the potential to be the best Resident Evil ever. It looks amazing. I'm really pumped for it. I'm going to get it at launch. Probably going to splurge extra and get the deluxe edition. Because it adds a lot of really cool costumes, like giving Leon his RE4 and 6 outfits, and then giving Grace a Lady Dimitrescu. Yeah.
Shoot! Get down! You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
Yeah, I do.
Thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
So do I.
Come on! Get in!
And actually, Capcom's got a really promising list ahead of it. A really promising year. You have RE9, a big-ass DLC for Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter Wilds, Onimusha Way of the Blade, which looks fucking amazing, presumably Onimusha 3 remaster, and then Pragmatica looks fucking awesome. And it's coming out near, I think, in the second half of the year. So, like, actually, Capcom has got a pretty fucking sick lineup for 2026. And that's if, you know, they don't do anything more. I'm assuming they probably will. They usually got a lot cooking. So, I'm pretty happy with Capcom's lineup. Like, they're crushing it. And then early 2027, man, Mega Man 12. So, like, their upcoming lineup, man, is really good.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire.
That's great. I always thought it looked really nifty and unique, really kooky. And then I think they also made it seem like they were going to remake Dead Rising 2 next, which is really cool. Give it the same treatment they did to Dead Rising 1, which is dope. And for most people, Dead Rising 2 is their favorite. So if they give it the overhaul and remake that they did, the first game, I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that. And they've already hinted they're doing that. So that's awesome.
Claire Redfield.
And I will also say, this is one of my favorite changes to the remake is the opening in the beginning. I actually think the opening of the original game is the worst part of Resident Evil 2. Because they, in almost every other Resident Evil game, they give you time to catch your bearing. They give you time to learn the controls, because obviously it takes time to get used to the 10 controls. They give you time to build up the tension. And I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to show you that panic of, oh shit, get to the police station. But it almost comes across unfair because you are just being hoarded at the moment you press start. And even as a person who's played a lot of them, it's still actually really difficult to get out of that sequence. And then a newcomer would have a nightmare thing, because while they're trying to learn how to use tank controls, they get fucking swarmed, and then it goes on for a really long time, and unless you're really, really, really good at the game, which you're not going to be when you first play it, you're going to enter the police station with very little ammo and health. So it's kind of starts the game off on a bad foot. And it doesn't give the game enough time to get the atmosphere. This game did it a lot better. By giving you the gas station where you're just kind of slowly looking around. And then condensing the street section and making it so that the zombies are not everywhere and you have space to move, like you're still running through the streets. they managed to make it a lot newcomer friendly while keeping the general vibe of, oh shit, we got to get to the police station. And it starts the game off a much better foot. And it's actually one of the more underrated changes I think the remake made. I think the opening is a lot better. Plus, they actually tied the truck driver in to the main game. In the original game, yeah, that's true. In the original game, the truck driver just comes out of nowhere. And it's like, why is he a zombie truck driver? And just showing you that little scene of him being on the same road they are and getting bitten makes it like, oh, okay.
No. Looking for my brother.
Whereas in the original game, I'm like, that's random.
Well, it's a good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
And then they still actually managed to keep all the areas they cut. Because at first, you might find, oh, they cut these areas, and it was to make the entry easier. But you're like, oh, they cut these areas. No, they repurposed them. When you play Claire's campaign, she goes through the longer streets and the bus stop and the basketball court to get to the orphanage. But by that point, you've played the game enough that you're not overwhelmed, and it's better done. So they didn't get rid of anything. They just shuffled it around to a better thing and used it to give Claire a better sequence. My only complaint, and this is just kind of a nitpick, is, man, I wish the orphanage would have been bigger. I really like the orphanage in this game. It's super creepy. Doesn't get enough screen time. Of course, that's, like I said, a nitpick. They already made a really cool area, and it was cool they added it at all, but I would have loved to spend more time in the orphanage. I thought that was a super sick area. Yeah, that's true. Yes, I agree. That was great, yeah. And also, there you go. The part with Sherry's a lot better. It wasn't very good in the original game. You're just running through the same area as Claire, but with no weapons. They actually gave her unique gameplay in the remake. I actually was annoyed at her section in the original game. I liked it in the remake, so that's another great change they made. And they made Chief Ironside so good in this remake. Like, I mean, he was always an okay character. Yeah. But they make him despicable. Like, whatever actor they picked for the guy, they need to give him more work, man. I mean, every single time I saw him on screen, I felt my blood boil. Like, they did such a great job making the police chief just a piece of shit. In the best way. Like, he's one of those characters you love to hate. Which is a good sign of a good actor, you know what I mean? Or
Oh my god, this is so unreal.
Police station's not much farther. They'll know something.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones? What if there's no survivors?
No, there's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be. Looks like we're walking from here.
More like running.
Yeah, good call.
Leon, you gotta back up. What the?
Holy shit. There, get out. Get out now! Hold on!
I also really like how they start Leon out in his plain clothes.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. How about you?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Can't stay here. It's not safe.
Go on ahead. I'll meet you at the station.
I'll be there. This is out of control. Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned. There it is. The station.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Hello? Is anybody here? There has to be someone here. Not good.
David, Marvin, you there? I found a way out. It's in here.
Yeah, they did.
Send reinforcements. East hallway.
I gotta find that guy.
It also showed people that, oh, hey, it's good to see you, Alex. It also showed people that, RE7 being so great wasn't a fluke. You know what I mean? I used to have all these codes memorized by heart. Yeah. Like, Yeah. Because not only is DMC popular, but apparently, even though the DMC anime was shit, the new one, and apparently the game series got a huge spike in sales. DMC 5 sold like another 2 million copies after the show launched. I mean, proving that it's there. Interest is there, so I think they're going to capitalize on that. I wouldn't be surprised if they started remaking the DMC games, which, not gonna lie, I would lose my shit. Imagine if they did the Resident Evil remake treatment to DMC 1. I would fucking go nuts. Like, bring a DMC 1 up to DMC 5's level, have a rotatable camera behind the back, styles, overhaul mechanics. I mean, I would go crazy. Day one purchase. And the games are old enough now that it's viable. Literally, this year's will be the 25th anniversary. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta walk where you can run, you know what I mean? Start DMC 1, make your way forward. But yeah. I would kill for the DMC to get the same remake treatment these games have gotten. And like I said, DMC came out in 2001, so it's now been 25 years. It's been long enough they can remake it. I don't think anyone would complain. That would be amazing.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I'll get you out!
Please!
Come here,
Help
hand.
me!
I got you. Give me your other hand.
Yeah, they could. Jesus, some of the gore in this game is gnarly.
Jesus Christ.
I'll show you something really cool. So, look at the notebook. Remember the notebook. And also, pro tip. Zombie will break through the door. If you wait right here, he'll try to climb over the desk, and that gives you time to run around without getting hurt. Also, most people run past the zombie right here, shoot them both.
They're everywhere.
The reason why, besides... Yeah. The reason why is you come back in this room here,
Oh, what the hell?
you get an extra wooden board that helps you out later. Most people don't know about that. They get it later after it's too late to use it. That's also valid, too. The gore system in this is really nice.
Come on. God damn it! Watch out!
safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Browner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't...
Here.
This dude was a forgettable character in the original, and they made him in such a good character in the remake.
You did what you could, Leon.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire series.
Does anyone know what started this?
Now we're spiffy.
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
So look, he's touching it.
Okay, Lieutenant, I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take...
Yeah.
And don't
This is one of the best lines in the entire series.
make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
In the original game, this character has like one line. In the remake, they give him that awesome fucking scene. You do not hesitate. Yeah. But yeah, after he touched it, you can see a stain on it. Where he touched it, see the yellow? Yeah. And there's unique dialogue if you kill him too. I love his outfit in this game.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
This is some gnarly gore too. First time I saw this, I fucking winced. I agree. Like the way his jaw muscle slides. Ugh. Now, you get wooden boards. You get a certain amount of... I'm going to give you a pro tip here, Alex, that I don't see a whole lot of people talking about. Right? The way his muscle expands. That was sick. It's a small detail, but like they had to render his fucking muscles moving. For a scene you don't even have to get, you can just move past him. But I'm going to give you a pro strat here, Alex. Most people I don't see mentioning. You're going to get wooden boards. And throughout the game, there are windows. Now, zombies are going to come through every window that's open at a certain point. Unless you put a wooden board up there. But there's not enough wooden boards for the windows. Now, most people will wait until they get into the police hall on the other end, where you came from, where I just crawled through, you go back there. But I'm telling you, save all of the wooden boards for this hallway. Because the police station on the east end, you don't have to go back here after one time, and you can move through quickly. Okay? There's a part where you're coming through this hallway, and there's like 8 zombies that come through this narrow fucking hallway and break through later. And you're gonna think me that you boarded up all the windows. And you have to come through this hallway a lot more. See? There's 2 more windows, but I don't have the wooden boards, but I will get them. I basically speed ran this game. Yeah. You're gonna take out this fucker. See, there's an incredibly detailed gore when you take them out. And it's unique to where you shoot them. And the different types of zombies. It's actually sick. You can also come here and get some items early. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I used to know which ones did which. So you can get 2 items early. That's where you get a shotgun. And this game added one of my favorite improvements they've ever made. It can be really hard to keep track of where items were. So RE2 Remake was the first Resident Evil where if you ran into an item or an area you couldn't get into, it would show you a marker and show you what you left. Yes. And RE2 Remake was the first game to do this. Where, say you don't have enough space, or you can't reach something, it will show you where it is. So it's like, where did I leave this item? You can see it on the map. That is such a great quality of life feature, and it became the standard for every game going forward, and this is the one that started it. And I remember playing this for the first time and thinking, oh my god, why have more games not done this? Also, you want to let this guy come in here. Makes your life easier. If you shoot out his legs, he'll never be able to leave this room. Yeah, they tell you by color which rooms you searched. Yeah. So useful. See, you're gonna think, oh, I get a board right here. I should put this there. No, save the board for that hallway, like I said. Now we get a new save room. Yeah, hold on, you get gunpowder. But first, turn on the light. Take this, mix it. Develop the roll of film I just got. Then it gets rid of it in your inventory. Yeah. Gonna save. Yeah. And I remember perfectly this puzzle. Ned. Merg. Yeah. And that gives you an extra clip. Extra long clip for his handgun, which is fucking sick. I used to have these combinations wrote down. Nine, 15, 7. And this lets you hold more items, which is a fucking godsend. Yeah, true. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
And something I really love that they added in the remake of 4 that ties into this game. In the original RE4, he just uses the generic knife. In the remake of RE4, the knife you start out with and use for a good chunk of the game is the knife that Marvin gave him, implying that Leon kept it with him all this time because it meant something to him. That's such a great character moment. It's literally RE4 is 6 years after 2, so he kept it all that time. I love shit like that. Well, that's good to know. But I would expect nothing less from him. Same thing with The Evil Within. There's a lot of rich lore in that game if you take the time to read the files. Oh, this fucking thing. I like and hate this at the same time. Fuck. And this is random every time, unlike most of the puzzles. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck. Finally. Fuck me. That gives you one of the keys to the office so you can get more shit. Like I said, unlike all the other puzzles that are static throughout this, it's random every time. There's 2 of those. I love it and hate it. It does kind of fuck with my brain, but I kind of like a doop 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 doop. Yeah. Yeah, like Alex. He doesn't really appreciate Japanese culture. What the fuck is this? Ah, shit.
Shit!
Ah, you bastard. You rat fucking bastard! I'll kill you! It just depends on my mood, man. Ah.
What in the...
They did such a good job with the lickers in this game. Give you another pro tip. You actually shoot this guy down. So you have to deal with his bitch ass later. Sweet, more item space. Yeah, I gotta come back for that.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
I'll show you another pro strat. When you go over here to try and go out the room, that floorboard right there goes out and you fall down below. And that's why you have to move the bookshelves. But if you wait until Mr. X is chasing you, that gives you a quick getaway. So don't go over there until he's chasing you. And yeah, Mr. X is fucking terrifying. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. But either way, it gives you a quick exit to the bottom floor regardless. So it's just useful just to use for you. Yeah. And his music. Bird, Thistle, Griffin. Oh, hold on. Shit. Oh, it's Lion, Thistle, Griffin. I'm sorry. My bad. And there's actually unique dialogue. There's unique dialogue if you put the first piece in there in front of Marvin.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
Yes. I knew she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
So Elliot was right.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
And so you don't get that dialogue if you don't do it in front of him. We're gonna open that. That's just a quick way back into the police desk area. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Okay. No, we got some shit to do. I'm gonna save though. True, yeah. You went out peacefully. So now we open this. And that is all the uses for this key, I'm pretty sure. So now we can get rid of it. Make up a free inventory space. So then we come here. And we grab another board. Now, when you go out there to meet Claire, it creates a cutscene where the helicopter crashes. That helicopter crashing is the trigger for all those zombies popping up in the hallway. So don't go out there yet. What you're gonna do... You're gonna grab this. You're gonna put the book in it. Examine it. Oh, sorry, examine it, not combine it. You're going to use the ruby later, but you just want to get it now so you can put it in the item crate. Yeah. Shit. So now... And come back, we're gonna take out the wooden boards that's left. And we'll board up all the windows. And we only need... Yeah, here, hold on. No, we can't board up that. And that's going to dramatically reduce the amount of fucking zombies that are coming after us. Yeah, I know you're still there, bitch. Yeah, I agree. The whole scene with Ben is fucking fantastic. Now we're gonna come in here. And we're gonna use this card to get Leon's shotgun, which is his street sweeper. A lot of zombies in this game take a lot of damage, and they will get up several times. Even after shooting them with handgun ammunition, they will get up or they'll crawl at you. You pop them with the shotgun, they are not getting back up ever again. His shotgun is a fucking lifesaver. So you want to get it as soon as you possibly can. And it also gets upgraded and gets way better, so... And it might sound tempting to use the fucking wood plank there, but don't. Because you'll get another use for that later. Now we're gonna put the ruby away, because we're not gonna use it. We're gonna put the wooden board away. We're gonna put the gunpowder away. We're gonna put the knife that we're not using away. And now we're gonna go play that scene with Claire. Especially because in the next scene that's coming up, we're gonna need a lot of item inventory space, which I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, the flashbangs in this game are super useful, I agree. And you know what? I'm gonna come through here a lot, so I might as well kill this fucker. See, he's not getting back up, ever. It's the room clearer. And once you upgrade it, it gets really good. I also love how Claire's definitely flirting with Leon here and basically tries to put the moves on him. So that was funny. A lot of people pointed that out. Right?
Hold
It's
on.
basically become Leon's signature handgun, Matilda.
Claire. It's so nice to see you.
How you doing? That helicopter just came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
See, she's totally giving the hey.
Good.
Hey, Leon. What's up?
With your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
Now we get the bolt cutters, which are super useful.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy?
Yeah.
Marvin! Damn it.
See, now we've looped back around to the office from earlier, but we can use this. There's a lot of items in this room you want to get, which is why I made sure I was light. Move this out of the way. Put this in the fuse box that opens the door so you don't have to crawl under it anymore. We've looped back around to where we started. And you don't need to deal with most of the zombies here, because once you get everything you need here, you're not really coming back here, so you can if you want to, but it's not as vital. Yeah. Grab the valve. Now you're gonna mix this. And that creates shotgun shells. Your best friend. Didn't turn out the way you thought it would, huh, motherfucker?
Still alive.
He wanted that booty, Rhea. And by God, he was gonna get it. See, now a bunch of zombies popped through here if you didn't board this up. Like a lot. I'm going to use bolt cutters here. I'm pretty sure this is last use. Yep. So we can get rid of that. Grab that. Grab the other board. That's a shortcut. Now we're right where we need to be to loop back around into the safe room that we need with the valve. Right? That was so cool. You can shoot his hat off, and he has a unique animation where he picks it up and tips his hat. And it gives him personality. It's like, you touch my hat, you motherfucker! I like it a lot, actually. It's a small thing, but it gives him a lot of character. Like, not my hat, you son of a bitch. And now we come into contact with the liquor, which they in the original game it pretty much attacked you no matter what. And the remake, one of the things they added that I love is it doesn't attack you unless you run. So you can walk past it. It creates a lot of tension as you slowly tiptoe past it. They also do a much better job with the buildup of the liquor. You read a note about it before, and seeing that fucker feet on the ceiling. Now, how you deal with liquors typically depends on who you're playing. As Leon, liquors are a fucking pain in the ass. As Claire, she gets a grenade launcher that makes short work of them. But then again, Claire doesn't get a shotgun, so Leon has a much easier time against regular zombies. Now we're going to put this behind here. We're going to mix this. There's a first aid kit here, which is cool because that's Rebecca's desk. Flashbang. And that's Chris's jacket. You have to come back here later when you get the USB card. I don't need the gunpowder, so I'm going to leave it. I need to get this. Let me see. Fish, scorpion, jug. Now I'm going to start killing off some of these fuckers because you come back here later with Mr. X. If it's an area you're not going to come through a lot, just leave them be. If it's an area you're coming through a lot, you should finish them all off. God, I love this game. You can also do some of the lifting early by moving these crates preemptively. You can't move all of them. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is where you have to kill Marvin. No, it's later. I'm sorry, my bad. It still makes me sad, though. But I'm gonna drop this off here. You still there, Alex? Or you vanished, brah? Which video? Hold on, let me see what you're saying. Put that away. Put that away. I only need one heal. My little brony, my little brony. Ah, it sucks. Okay. Now we're gonna go through here, back up to the stairwell, up to the third floor, because we can bomb that place. And I'll give you a cool tip there, too. So we're going to put this here. And when you do this, it calls a liquor to the room. And it makes that zombie drop, and it knocks the shelf over. So the first thing you should do, pull the shelf away. And then, if you haven't already, shoot this guy down. Which I already did. Chick, bow, snake. Now, as soon as you come out of the hallway, you are going to throw a flash grenade. That's gonna stun that fucker and let you get out of the room without him hurting you. Now, if I had been trapped in there with that liquor and the shelf was there, that would have been a lot rougher than it was. Ah, fuck, wrong way. My bad. Like I said, I play this game a lot. And now, yeah, Marvin's dead now. No, he's not. What the fuck? Is it when you come back? Yeah, it's when you come back. My bad. Okay. This is the end of the first section of the game. And we get a fucking awesome boss battle here. I really like the boss battles in this game. We're gonna save again. Put that away. Fucking bugs.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out. Lieutenant Branagh! Marvin! It's time to go. Hey, Marvin.
Yeah.
We need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
No!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. You just can...
It's too late.
Yeah.
I tried, Leon.
Plus, if you see all the stuff you go through, he never would have made it anyway.
But I couldn't stop it.
So Marvin made the right choice here.
We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
What's up? Yeah, just give me a minute. Love you, bye.
I understand.
And like I said, none of these scenes are in the original game. Literally, you see Marvin one time, basically, and he dies. And has, like, one line. They took him from a big character to this super awesome guy that's one of my favorite characters in this game. They did such a great job with this this remake. You're gonna use that later. One second, be right back. My mom wants to talk to me. Yeah, I agree. Now, never mind the fact that at least Marvin was able to sit there and die on a couch in a comfortable lounge. Ben was trapped in a jail cell before he fucking died. So he just had a nasty situation. Sorry about that. I had to help my mom and dad. My dad had trouble getting around, so I made him something to eat. And finishing off his pizza from yesterday. Pizza, yeah. Hot take, I guess, bit of pun intended. I like cold pizza. I don't like reheating pizza. The ingredients have a chance to really settle, man. And reheating the pizza in the microwave is just gross, dog. Normally, I don't eat on screen. Fuck it. I didn't make a habit out of it, but I'm in the stream. I was wanted to try an air fryer. I also always do light sauce on my pizza. I don't like too much sauce. What's your uh, what's your favorite pizza toppings, Alex? What's your ideal pizza? Yeah, be real. Nothing wrong with the classic. God in heaven, go to me. God in heaven, on God in heaven, I call on God in Jesus, please do me for favor. One, which you the fruit of youth and you make it to eat in the birds and the land. Me too. I don't really do a lot of condiments. Me personally, I like Italian sausage, uh, extra cheese, light sauce. Eh, it's okay. I can take it or leave it as long as it's not pineapple. That's a fucking hate crime. My sister always loves Hawaiian pizza, man. I need always had to split a pizza. I had to eat pineapple pizza a lot of times because her didn't make me like it anymore. I mean, I never liked it anyway, but really just like this. Olives are not bad. Diced tomatoes, I've never tried, but I feel like that should probably go pretty well because it's tomato sauce, tomato. I also like mushrooms on pizza. My mom likes mushrooms on her pizza. She usually goes extra cheese and mushrooms. It's not my favorite, but I can deal with it. All right. Yeah. Uh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna wash my hands real quickly. Pizza always makes my hand greasy, and I don't ever touch my controllers after eating anything that leaves my hands greasy. That's a great way to ruin your controllers. So I'll be right back. drink. Because I have flies in here that like to get in my shit. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, sorry for the delay. Oh, God. Back to our routinely scheduled programming. Trying not to get Facebooked by a zombie in 4K. Yeah, it's kind of weird they haven't. No, actually, hold on. You can get some items early if you come down here. What's up? All right, I'll be in a second. Bye. 1 second, sorry. Oh, fuck. 1 second. I get some of that. Sorry for the interruptions. Sorry about that. Oh, my mom had a few pieces of popcorn chicken she gave to me. She was an 8. And then I realized, oh shit, it's 8:50. I might as well take my 9 o'clock medicine so I didn't have to leave again. So that's why I went back.
What the?
Right? And his boss fight originally was kind of shitty. They made his first boss fight a lot more memorable.
Bridge won't work on this thing.
Shit. That's great.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
Shit. Shit.
Damn. Where is he?
Shit, that's my bad. Finally, fuck. Right?
Somebody's watching.
For my money, this is the best actress for Ada. Sweet, more items, baby. I played some of it, yeah, not a whole lot. I own it. I'm pretty sure it's backwards compatible in Series X. Or Xbox One and Series X. I own a copy for 360. I will, now that you said something. You still here, Alex? Hombre?
Damn. Need a key card.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
You gotta be kidding me.
I heard at the time that people really hated it. They locked the true ending of the game behind DLC. Although I think they made the DLC free now.
Hey,
Who is that?
stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
I really like how they did Ada.
I'm not done talking to you.
I hope if Ada's in RE9 that they use that actress. Although I don't approve of people making death threats for her. To the actress in RE4. Is when Leon's handgun gets fucking awesome. Hold on, my cat one thing. Fuck yeah. Oh, I got you, baby. I love you. Yeah, the shit they did here with Ben is insane.
Hello? Hey, I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
You been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, Iron sent you.
Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here.
God. Oh. You gotta be one of the most gruesome deaths in games. Ugh.
Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name.
Wong.
I'm Leon Kennedy.
Ada Wong.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
And then you can see a close-up.
In the world.
And the sad thing about it is that he didn't deserve any of it. Like, Ben literally was just a guy trying to blow the whistle on Irons. So he's like, he has one of the most gruesome fates, and he's like one of the people who was actually trying to be a good guy. It's like, Jesus. And, okay, something I really, really wish that they would do in this game, they did in this game, they did everywhere else. In every other game, the blue herb is only useful in a handful of situations because it helps poison, which it does that here, but it also, when you use it, halves damage for a certain amount of time. That is such a great change that makes it so much useful, and they never did it after this game, and it kind of pisses me off. I like how they made these giant zombie cockroaches. Literally for just one thing. It pops up and the implications of those huge. It's like, you know what? Just gonna put you back in there. And the dogs didn't pop out because I killed them. Well, some do, I'm pretty sure. That's funny. Yeah. Plus, I always feel bad for him. Good boys don't deserve to go out like that, you know? Yeah. And unfortunately, if you echo, all cats go straight to hell. Ah, fuck, that's right. I have to go this way, my bad. I think. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me. Yeah, it's over. Okay, yeah. There we go. Shit. There we go. Shit. Okay. Put the electronic part away. Store that. Store the foam roll. Grab the gunpowder and mix the two to make more shotgun shells. Away one of the heals. Okay, we're good to go now. Wait, do I have any more wooden boards? No, I do not. Ah, fuck, I need the fuse.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, forget about that. Yeah, it is. Poor Marvin.
Marvin. Oh,
But I think if anybody had to kill him, he'd want it to be Leon. It has been straight. I don't think he wanted to roll as a zombie.
no. Damn it. I'll stop this, Lieutenant. I promise.
Yeah. Ah, shit. What a bitch. No. Okay, yeah. Meanwhile, Claire can pretty much kill a licker with a single flaming grenade round. It's not even like an effort for her. I think Claire's campaign is a lot easier overall. Yeah. Well, he didn't let her die. He'd never run into that type of zombie before, and it was talking. And she was in front of him, so... If anything, it's a fault in developer logic, not Leon's character, you know what I mean? And if we're going to talk about inconsistent game logic in Resident Evil, we'll be here all day. Or any game, really. And I think they were just trying to showcase, you know, like him kill the nurse for dramatic effect, you know what I mean? So we were like, Leon doesn't care anymore. Or they're like, Leon's getting slow. It's like, have you seen his gameplay? The fuck you mean he's getting slow? If anything, he's gotten faster. Have you seen like people were gushed out because they showed him like breaking open a cabinet in his arms? Like he's literally more jacked than he's ever been. Yeah. And no game's perfect. I think ultimately that's what it was, just a flub, you know? People blow the weirdest shit out of proportion. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Nah, Leon's always been my favorite character, so... But Grace does look cool, too. That's fair. 102. Three. 103.5! The cat. More item slots, always a good thing. And that's everything here. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. The only thing that really bothers me about her being a wimp is she's a part of the FBI, and they make it sound like they make it look like she barely knows how to use a gun. and she's super scared. And honestly, you have to go through quite a bit of training to become an FBI agent and fully complete weapons training. So that, to me, is stretching credibility a little bit, unless they say she just got a desk thing. But still. That's just a minor nitpick. Nothing major. Yeah, you still need to create, just to enter the FBI at all, Rhea, you need to complete weapons drills and infiltration. Yeah, that's true. But you still need to undergo basic training, do drills, weapon drills, for cop and FBI, so you think she'd be a little bit more seasoned. Like I said, it's a minor thing. Oh shit, that's right, wrong way. But yeah, like I said, it's just a nitpick. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's her mom went missing. And I'm pretty sure the thing that's pursuing her, like the enemy that's repeatedly pursuing her, is her mom. Of course, that's just a theory. A game theory. Yeah, that's fair. Besides, if they can have Rebecca be fucking 18 and not only be on the cops but being stars, I guess that's not that much more of a leap. Rebecca's the fucking worst, though. I hate Rebecca so much. And I had to debate with a guy in a Resident Evil fan base about that. He's like, Steve is into the chat, and I'm like, I would agree with you if it weren't for the fact that you're on forced to play, Steve, for an entire fucking game. Well, I mean, Sherry also. You can play as her for all of Jake's campaign. But you can play as her solo, too. But yeah. But yeah, I firmly believe that Claire's campaign is a lot easier than Leon's. because she runs into Mr. X much later than he does, so he's chasing him around less. And then it gets killed earlier for Claire than Leon because he comes after Sherry. And Liquors are a pain in the ass for Leon, but they're a joke for Claire. And his final boss against Mr. X in the elevator is much harder than hers with the minigun and the train. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, she still gets a shit ton of unique stuff though. I actually think I might prefer Claire's campaign to Leon's. Not as a character. I like Leon more as a character, but I think Claire gets the better campaign. Leon's unique area that he gets that Claire doesn't is just the fucking sewers, like a large part of the sewers. Claire gets the city streets and the orphanage, which is much cooler. I like the sequence where you play as Sherry more than the one as you play as Ada, even though I do like the one as Ada. And I like the relationship with Sherry a lot. And she gets all Leon gets is this one save room back here, whereas Claire gets the police chief's room, much cooler area you enter. I still like both campaigns a lot, but I think overall, Claire's is the better campaign. Even though I like Leon more as a character, I like Claire's actual, like, her structure of her setup more. Yeah. Well, see, Sherry was just kind of annoying in the original game. But I don't know who they picked. I don't know if they picked an actual child to play Sherry, or if they just got someone that did a really good job. But her voice actor in the remake is amazing, and her relationship with Claire is greatly expanded upon, and there's actually some really heartwarming scenes with Sherry, where she's like, "We make a great team." Actually, made me kind of misty. Ah, fuck, here we go. I like how when he finally shows up, there's just no warning either. Just, oh hey, here's a helicopter. Fuck you, bro.
Christ.
They don't even need to make a scene. You just see. Yeah. Let's see, yeah. God, just the sound of his footsteps, man. So fucking nerve-inducing. Or nerve-wracking, I should say. Right? Yeah, exactly. And they didn't... His theme, the Mr. X's theme in the original game was pretty generic. They actually made him a completely unique theme, I'm sorry, in this game, and I actually like it a lot more. God damn it. I forgot he could fucking do that. See, it's not guaranteed that he'll do that. Get the ruby. Put it in there. It gives you the badge. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Examine it. Flick the thing out. Pretty sure that's, yep, last spade key. There's the jack. What a bitch. Climb through the window because X makes it harder for Mr. X to follow you. Nope. Okay, yeah, I gotta go back to the stars room. Right? Fuck yeah. Oh, come on! Fuck. I also love how when he other zombies, he just pushes them out of the way. He didn't even force you to do it. He just moves them like they're nothing. You're nothing to me. You're fucking nothing. That's one of the funniest memes I've ever seen in any game, man. Is in God of War, he's like, you can't just kill a god, boy. There are consequences. And somebody did. It's like, you can't just say the N-word, boy. There are consequences. How do you know? How do you know? First time I saw it, man, I laughed so hard. And he's a little kid whose mom has just died. And whose dad is fucking Kratos, being super grumpy all the time. I'd be kind of annoying too, honestly. He comes into his own in Ragnarok. Yeah, because his dad is being stubborn as shit. He's trying to save his dad's life. And he's been told that he's going to kill his dad. So maybe Atreus is stubborn, but he's trying to save his dad. I can't really hold that against him. And that's why he's so stubborn against Kratos in that game. Because he's basically been told, I'm going to kill my dad. Like, it's foretold. Everything else they've said is true. And desperate to find some kind of way not to do it. And meanwhile, Kratos is like, oh, I don't care. If I die, I die. And that, you know. So, I mean, he has his moments, but he has a lot of good moments, too. I also really like his combat style a lot, actually. I wasn't sure I liked it, but I liked it a lot. Oh shit, that's right, I need to grab the gear. But you don't really like God of War 2018 or Ragnarok like I do? Ragnarok is one of my all-time favorite games, and it is my favorite God of War game. Even from a gameplay perspective, I prefer Ragnarok to the old games. I liked everything about them. Gameplay, graphics, story. Da, 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 da. I absolutely loved Ragnarok from start to finish. I have hardly no complaints about Ragnarok. I got 100% complete on that game. I got the platinum, and I honestly was sad when it was over. When there was absolutely nothing left to do, I was actually like bummed out. So I enjoyed playing Ragnarok so much. It's not often that it happens. Normally when I play a game, especially when I go all the way to 100% complete it, a long game like that, I'm like, nah, I'm done. But with Ragnarok, I just wanted there to be more. And that's how I know that a game really affected me, is when when I've done everything there is to do and I'm sad. Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. I'm gonna add some 360 backwards compatible games to my roster soon anyway. I mean to play some 360 games. I have an itch, so I'll look into it. Make sure I still have a copy, and if so, I'll probably play it. Yeah, I don't put much stock in the Game Awards, especially these days. I think most game journalists are fucking ass clowns. And they're the ones who are deciding this shit, so... I mean, I can understand why Claire Obscure won Game of the Year, okay? But the fact that Death Stranding didn't even get a single nomination is fucking bullshit. Death Stranding 2 is without a doubt one of the greatest games I've ever fucking played, and it was fucking criminal that it got snubbed. Like, even if it didn't fucking win, you know, Game of the Year, should have gotten some fucking nomination. I mean, it wasn't even a nomination on Best Boss Fights. What the fuck do you mean? Dude, the fucking boss fight with Neil, the first boss fight with fucking Neil during the Mexican Day of the Dead Festival, is one of the best fucking boss battles in any game I have ever played. And this is coming from Kojima, a guy who's known for making awesome boss battles.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
You know, Death Stranding 1 was good, but it was rough around the edges. You could definitely tell that they were working out the kinks in the formula. With Death Stranding 1, man, with Death Stranding 2, they fucking knocked it out of the park so hard. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it looks amazing. And it runs like a dream, yeah. Like the fucking, like I said, that first battle with Neil is one of my all-time favorite boss battles in any game ever. It had my fucking jaw on the floor. Right? The combat, the world, the mechanics, the stealth, the building, the BTs, the fucking soundtrack. is perfection. And they're constantly throwing new shit at you. I mean, constantly. I was still uncovering massive new mechanics 80, 90 hours into the game. Yeah. And like the game is like just one. The game is just like one giant toolkit. It's like a sandbox. Every contact you do, every mission you do, gives you all of these new tools, and it's honestly like here's a new tool, 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 and it's uh and a lot of them are side quests. You know what I mean? So it's like it's almost like a question of what do I do first? Because like after you get a good chunk of the way into the game, you'll have like 10, 15 different side quest chains open, and each of them will gives you badass rewards. So it's like you just have your pick of just, oh, I want to get a new thing, and like they're just constantly giving you new shit and new upgrades. Upgrades are so worthwhile. You know, the weather effects are fucking insane. The first time you see a fucking sandstorm roll up and come around you and fucking lightning striking the ground all around you as you're rolling down, fucking landslide, a mudslide, like the forest fire fucking break out. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It was like I said, it's as close to a 10 out of 10 as you're going to get. And I think it's maybe the best game that Hideo Kojima has ever fucking made, which is saying something. You know, and like I said, the fact that it didn't even get nominated for anything is fucking bullshit. Just about every single problem that I had with the first game was completely fixed. And it's to the point where I legitimately sit there and think, how could they have made this any better? It sucks because it looks like we're not going to get a third game anytime soon. But if he was going to go out, man, he went out with a fucking banger. I still need to go back to Death Stranding 2, actually, because I still have a couple things to sweep up for 100% complete. I'm pretty close. I would say I'm like at 90%. There's still a little bit left, but, you know, I want to go back and get the platinum. I'm pretty close. I just put like 111 hours into it at launch, and then I got a little burned out because days I marathoned it. But I still love the game, and I'm gonna go back and get the platinum. And I fucking loved the soundtrack in the first game, man. But but like, oh my god, the soundtrack in the second game is so fucking good. The tracks that he made with Woodkid are just so fucking great. Yeah, Low Roar, definitely. And the fact that they actually got permission to include tracks from Low Roar's last album actually made me kind of sad and happy at the same time. Because a couple years ago, the lead artist of Low Roar accidentally had complications from pneumonia and unexpectedly died. But they had mostly finished their last album. So they just released their last album shortly before Death Stranding 2 came out. And they actually gave Hideo Kojima advance permission to use the soundtrack. So, like, hearing their songs in the game was so cool, but it also made me sad. Especially with the whole theme of Death Stranding being all the ones we left. All the ones that we've left behind, all the people we've loved. It really made it hit home. And I love how the soundtrack for Death Stranding 2 did not try to be like the first game or try to emulate Low Roar. I'm pretty sure that the plan was to get Low Roar back, and then he died before they could do the soundtrack. So he's like, okay, I'm not going to try and compete and emulate it. So he went in a totally different direction with Woodkid, and I respect the fuck out of him for doing that. Because it would have been a lot easier to try to get a band that sounded alike or to use the same tracks. And he didn't. He's like, okay, we're going to go a totally different direction with this game soundtrack. And oh my god, it's so good. Dude, have you seen the scene where they show you how Dollman became? Oh my god. Dude, if you get the chance, you need to look that up online. That had my fucking jaw on the floor. You don't get to see the scene until after you beat the game. And then you have to go in your room and talk to Dollman. He's like, would you like to understand how I became this doll? That it shows you this whole like 20-minute cutscene of how Dollman was created. It is fucking incredible. And they played this song made just for the game by Daiichi Mora. And it's called Polytope. It's really fucking good. But the song has this really great bass. And they fucking show his body laying there on the shore. And you're hearing the song, and right at the moment where Fragile finds him in the doll, they start playing the bass in that song, and you can feel it in your controller. So you just hear the music, he dies, and the music goes quiet. There's no music. Then you see Fragile's ship coming over him. You see his body laying there on the shore, and you hear, and you feel the beat of the music in the controller with the haptic feedback. And I was just like, holy shit. And the fact that that's a fucking scene that you can miss, that you can only get once you beat the game, I randomly stumbled across it because, I often talk to Doll, and I'm like, what the fuck? And, they incorporated the fucking haptic feedback into the soundtrack. Super fucking cool.
That doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Hey, if I ever get around to it.
About that. They want to know about the G virus and that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you going to...
This interview's over.
Bitch.
What are they after? Give me a break.
Oh, fuck off. And I have multiple knives. I guess I'm leaving one of them behind.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game. Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah. And this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
I do like the scene with the gun shop, though, in Kendo. He had virtually no significance in the original game, and yeah, actually, the scene with his daughter is a really cool scene with Leon. Like, he's just some generic dude that pops up and then instantly dies.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
I also like how they use this one section to bridge all three campaigns. Because this whole intersection is where both campaigns interact. Leon goes this way, through the gun shop, down there. Claire goes this way up the stairs, and Jill goes that way down the alleyway. It's cool. You have this one spot where all three campaigns intersect and then go in different directions. I really like that.
Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way. What a mess.
And I like how shortly before the third game came out, the third remake, they added this letter to the shopkeeper, and it's actually a letter from Jill to Kendo. I thought that was really cool.
Don't move.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
Like hell you are. You're gonna turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy.
Daddy's here.
And in fact, she actually still recognizes her dad is a creepy bit of lore.
Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
And an additional bit of lore, Kendo is the one who designed the Samurai Edge. He was the Star's gunsmith.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus. I'm going to bring her down. This is how we get to Annette.
Yeah, I agree.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City for years.
I'll be back. I'm gonna take a short break.